in your life, like teasing a potential plot point only for it to turn out that it's a piece of HVAC equipment. This is the Real Ignorance Podcast on the For Frequency Sake Podcast Network. We are brought to you by our good friends from Ryan Allison Tattoo and Durham Remodeling. Gentlemen, we are back. We are here. We are live. Right as the podcast starts, Blake camera goofs up. It is hilarious. But we are here. We are near. We are dear. We are not the other word that might rhyme with those. Gentlemen, I am here with the Miles Morales and the Gwen Stacy to my Peter Parker. How are we doing?
Who's who?
Blake is muted.
I got that joke that you threw in there.
Which one? The first
we are
one
not
or
the one that
second?
rhymes with the second one. We are not the word that rhymes with that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Which one of you is Gwen Stacy? I don't know. I think out of the three of us, Blake could be the cute one. So maybe it's Blake.
Hey now.
I also don't know. No, I'm I'm handsome and you're smexy. So there you go. You and your perfectly aligned face. I'm scruffy right now, so I'm not. Listen, I couldn't name like the dude who like turns on them, the villain in one of the first one. I think I couldn't name that because I haven't seen the movies yet. So I just know those people. So sue me. I know it's like 4 years. Blake, it's the thing Blake hates the most about me is that I haven't seen the Spider-Verse
The two
movies.
greatest Spider-Man projects on planet Earth that you haven't seen. Yeah, crazy.
Well, that's bold because we have a new contender to the throne. Thank you all for hanging out with us. It is we recorded this. We're recording this right after seeing the movie, right, guys? It just took forever to come out. It is the day of
basically,
the movie. Yeah. This is we're recording this on Friday, whatever day it was, 2 weeks ago. Now we're recording this late Tuesday on the 11th. It should hopefully come out in the next day or so. We're a little late to the party, but that's fine. We went and saw it. Blake didn't see it with us the night of because he hates us, but then he went and saw it a few days later, and then Ethan went and saw it again. And yeah, we're all here. Guys, how you doing? How's life? How's the world? How's everybody been how's everyone feeling tonight?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's like I'm tired. It's been a long day, but I'm good.
It has been a long day. You and I are both for very different reasons. But yeah, it was great. We both got to sit in the. A good thing it wasn't too hot tonight. It was warm. It was a little thick, but it wasn't dripping sweat. I hate life hot, which was good.
Very true.
We are here to review a new day. We are excited. It is a brand new day for some of us. We are fresh off of seeing it multiple times, at least for two of us. Well, Blake once, me once and a half, and Ethan twice. So we have seen this movie a collective 4 times out of the 4.5 times out of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
I think I did the math correctly.
Sounds about right.
Snap call. Best movie we've seen regarding superheroes since when?
Oh, since when?
Marvel or superheroes?
If the answer is different, you can give both, I guess. Why are you gonna say this is? Or were you gonna say like best since Superman? Because Superman was pretty good. It was better than Superman.
Oh, by far, it was better than Superman.
Yeah, it was way better than Superman. But Superman was also really good. So
I'm still kind of stuck in the middle of if it's not one, it's the other. If it's not the Batman, if it's not Guardians 3, it's the Batman. But I'm still stuck in it. I saw Guardians 3 in theaters like 4 times, so I give it the edge for now. But I think if I rewatch this one more time, I'd probably gonna put it over Guardians.
Because yeah, Batman and Guardians, did they both come out before No Way Home? I believe they both did.
I think
correct?
so.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say No Way Home, but yeah, I mean, just in general, I think I would definitely rank this over that, which we'll talk about. this was a one heck of a movie experience. Being in this, knowing where we're going with the superhero genre, knowing where we're going with Marvel, which is something the three of us adore. It has been one of the linchpins of our friendship that has gone back for a very long time. We've been going to see these stupid movies for what now? 14 years, 15 years, 16 years.
Just about.
And it's safe to say, Blake, that this is, in my opinion, at least, which we'll talk about the ranking and stuff, this is one of the best they've ever done.
I agree.
It's fair.
So we've got some stuff here that we're gonna hit, that we're gonna talk about. Let's get into it. We're gonna do our categories. Obviously, this is kind of a normal review. I want to kind of start with this. I thought what this movie was a love letter to, at least the beginning especially, but the majority of it. This was a love letter to all former Spider-Man Spider-Man takes. Like not just the Raimi films, not just, all of them in general, like even the Amazing Spider-Man ones. I'm sure that you could probably think of some stuff that has to do with like the animated versions, but I thought there was some certain stuff that was like video game coded as well.
Yeah,
Ethan, I thought
100%.
that was the coolest part of this movie, was that this was a film that took all of the different, or the comics as well. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention them. The comics specifically. This is a movie that took things that has a character that has layers and layers and layers. One of the most layered characters out there in any superhero, almost any movie in general, but superhero movies are kind of the biggest form of movie. So any character in movie history, Spider-Man has about as many layers as anything. And I thought what this movie was a thank you card, give a pour one out, give your flowers type esque moment for all of the different genres of it, and it was perfect.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like I think it's the perfect mix for every single fan that you can get. Like we get like the old school. We finally went back to like the old school swinging scenes. Like we get to see inside the mask while he's swinging from webs. That's like cool. That's super cool. That's usually only like reserved for video games and that, like you were saying. Like it just felt like we finally flushed something out to where all forms of like media and Spider-Man can exist in one, and it just felt really good.
Go ahead, Blake.
Yeah. I mean, we've had, we've had great Spider-Man movies, but this is like, I feel, the first time that it felt like a Spider-Man film in the aspect of, street level New York, not like a big bad villain. He's fighting, different guys here or there, different problems. He is struggling internally. He's struggling externally. He's overcoming losses. That emotion that we haven't really had. And like you said, the homage, the mixture of Andrew Garfield's suit and Toby's suit added on to his suit. The practical swinging that we finally got for the first time. The choreography was direct shots from the video games. It just felt real, like in New York loves Spider-Man. We never had like that. Obviously, we can get into it a little bit later, but like at the end of the movie, there, like that's what Spider-Man is, and it felt great getting that for the first time, really.
Yeah,
I thought that the entire opening few moments was different, like original comic book like covers. You mentioned, Blake, how they went through they did like I'm a montage whore, as we've stated on this podcast, as we're reaching 10, we're around the 10 episode mark now. I think that's one of the things I have thrown myself into is that I am a whore for montages. And that's like the entire opening 15 minutes. We go through a lot of his villains that aren't Peter, like Spider-Man doesn't really have, he has like 2 or 3 super duper big bads, right? And the thing is, you can name, like, there are probably outside of the few, I mean, the different ones that he ran through, like Tombstone, the Hand, or what's the ninja group called? The Hand.
Yeah, the
Uh,
hand. Directly making fun of the foot from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The Tarantula was one of them, which you only get like
Boomerang. It was like 5 seconds, but
Yeah.
You got all of those different little splacks, but like there were like multiple. You don't need one of the big Spider-Man villains to be in a movie like this, because there were villains pointed out, like the main villains of the movie. There were a few different ones, and like at the end of the day, maybe there were none, but like Damage Control was kind of a villain in the end of it. Jean Grey was a villain. We're gonna nitpick Jean Grey a little bit for some certain things, at least I am, but mostly it has nothing to do with the character or Sadie Sink or anything like that, because I thought her stuff was spectacular. We'll talk about her in a little bit. But Sadie Sink, or she was a villain at times. Scorpion was one of the main ones that we actually interacted with more and more. But like the cool parts about this, Ethan, is like Spider, like his villain is like his emotions and his like mutating body, and like his maturity and him not being able to handle it is like a villain. I thought that was like one of the coolest things as well, because all of these things landed.
He's also made to be the villain because he's literally trying to, suppress everybody with powers. He creates a universal power suppressor. Like you're gonna be the bad guy for that, because like you're in a world full of superheroes, and now you made it basically possible for you to just shut down every power. It's kind of crazy. And I have a feeling that's going to lead into a bunch of the problems with the X-Men. But also about the montage in the opening scene, like basically every single freeze frame that they had in that montage, the really cool part about it is they're all comic book covers.
Right, that's what I was mentioning. So like there's the one where it's the web, which is like the original one where he's like where he's doing the splits. There's the one with the hand. I think the hand was with the ninja group. I think that was a cover. There was one where go ahead.
The one where he's holding the guy like sideways while like swinging. That's the first ever Spider-Man cover. Like, so I actually got to see it at the Chicago museum when they were doing the Spider-Man exhibit. Like, really cool. And then for them to actually like do that in the movie is sick.
A lot of different cool things. Go ahead, Blake. I want to note as we move on here, my phone keeps shutting off. I want to go through the evolution of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And the thing that I enjoyed the most about this iteration, Blake, is that we have gone from, Spider-Boy, Spider sidekick, to now he's got to figure it out on his own. And I thought one of the interesting things about this was this is the first time in any of these movies for him where he wasn't kind of a side plot point to a degree. Like in the first in Homecoming, Iron Man's there to protect him. In Far From Home, you have like the Nick Fury factor. He's still kind of figuring stuff out. It's not really him being able to do stuff by himself. In Homecoming, you've got the other 2 Spider-Men that come in. You have Doctor Strange. This is him. It's all him. Like the Hulk and Punisher are legitimate side pieces. Everything in this is him. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. And I think that's what kind of, I think that's why they wanted to get a young actor in the first place, is so they could build up. And that's why, when Tom Holland got it, he was only, 21 years old, 20 years old. So like we've got to see him not only grow literally, but grow throughout the movies as well. Like you said, first movie, he had the help of Tony Stark. Didn't even have he had his own handmade suit. Tony gave him his first suit. Tony helped him with the ship. His second movie, you have him. He's a little bit more of a main character, but you got to think Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio had a lot of screen time and even his own plot in the movie. And No Way Home, it was Peter fighting bad guys that weren't even his bad guys. And then the Spider-Man came in, so he wasn't really the main focus of that. He was more like you're thinking more about the villains, and then you get to this film. Well, he's lost everything. Nobody remembers him. This is truly his film, and I I think he killed it. I'm going to be honest. He was so great in this movie.
Ethan, safe to say the postpone. No, I guess the movie never really got postponed, unless I'm wrong. Then please tell me. But safe to say them stopping production because Holland was filming the Odyssey. There's a lot of things in this movie that I think you could tell he came back and said, "Actually, guys, let's do this." And we got to give a lot of credit to Destin Daniel Cretton, who just took so many different things and it was beautiful. But mainly Tom Holland Spider-Man, like we talked about in the Odyssey, how he grew up, he was a man now. Well, he was a man in this film.
Yeah, he definitely stepped into the role of you can actually see his character carrying the MCU for a while. Beforehand it was oh cool, we got a good Spider-Man, but I don't see him being the main focus. We're moving on from the main Avengers and trying to find who the next guy is going to be or who the next hero is going to be that's going to carry the MCU for a while, and it did not seem like it was going to be Spider-Man. It felt like they were still relying on Thor to be the main guy, and then this movie comes out and now it's oh okay, if Thor does die in Doomsday, they're going to be fine.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Blake.
Yeah, again, I think the pivot of them at the time we knew Black Panther was going to be the face. That was the future. Black Panther was the future of the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
His unfortunate death kind of, I think, tilted the plans, and that's kind of why you have that phase 4 through phase 6 of this stuff, because they had to go into a different direction. And there was still no clear plan in my eyes. It's okay, what's their plan? Who is their lead? Who's their new they made a new Captain America. Everybody hates him. Where is this going? Who's going to be the leader? Who's going to be the face? And I think this is the first time you're yeah, you know what? Like you said, this is the guy. This is the guy after Doomsday, going into Secret Wars, going into the new phase. This is the guy that we want, and I'm so happy.
We talked about it the other day when we did the preview of this, how basically he is the new face of Marvel, and you could tell he has been kind of being groomed that way in certain aspects. But now it's kind of okay, we don't have to worry about if this is going to work or not because he's got it, right? He has it. We can give him the ball. He's going to lead us to victory. He's going to complete the comeback in the fourth quarter. He's going to hit the game-winning shot. All the stupid cliches, we know he's got it because Holland has finally kind of stepped into a new route. He has finally evolved, I think, as an actor. And not that he wasn't before, but just he's taken the step up of okay, he's become more serious. He's grown up. He's literally grown up.
Yeah, and I think you're not only seeing it on screen. I mean, look at the role he played. I know this isn't Spider-Man, but the role he played in Odyssey, that was a role that if you told me 5 years ago Tom Holland was going to play, I would have laughed at you in the face and said, "There's no shot that he can play that role." And I think, like I said, I think we were talking about, I thought that movie was going to kick his career into a high gear. I think this only capitalized that this man even when he's not doing Spider-Man, if you tell me Tom Holland's going to be a lead actor in a movie, I'm like, yeah, he can do the job. That guy can do the job. And like I said, I think he was just so great in this film, and he's grown up on not only on screen, but again in person, and we're seeing it with our own eyes too. So it's pretty cool.
I definitely think that he capitalized from. Obviously, he capitalized from the Odyssey, but I think now, Ethan, it's going to be interesting to see, like, okay, what's the next project that he takes that's going to be so, like, that we're going to be so dialed into to see how he grows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know where he goes from here. Like, you expect him to get bigger and bigger roles, but like we haven't heard anything obviously, and he's going to be really busy with the Spider-Man schedule coming up. So like it could just be back to a little bit of a focus on Spider-Man for now. And then like we get like another big hit like the Odyssey or something like that where he's but like as him with like being one of the major characters like like true plot like holder rather than like one of the main actors, but like kind of like a side story, you know?
So I want to pose this question to the two of you, my friends, my humanoids. Does this movie solidify our boy Thomas Dutch, Thomas Netherlands, Tom Holland? Is he the best Spider-Man of all time? Was it a question? Was it a debate coming into this?
Oh, we're actually recording now too. Okay.
Yeah. Can I not go on? Because this.
Honest, I think Blake's answer. I can't tell if Blake's laughing because like.
Name another Spider-Man who's in an Avengers movie.
Is that the only?
Okay, but let's.
It's not close. Tom Holland's so much better than everybody.
That's a crazy take to make.
It has nothing to do with Avengers. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I was trolling.
Because like
I judge them strictly based off their movies, and I still think Tom Holland's better.
I still think it's this way, and I don't think my mind will ever change. Right? Like I still think it's this. This is how it works, right? Tobey Maguire was the perfect Peter Parker, right? Perfect Peter Parker, okay Spider-Man, right? Andrew Garfield, good Spider-Man, not a good Peter Parker. Tom Holland, perfect
to both.
And that's why he's the best.
I went back. Yeah. In the days since the Brand New Day, I have watched the original Spider-Man 1. Shout out to Norman Reedus or whatever, shout out not Norman Reedus. I'm a dumbass. Why did I think his name? Shout out to Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. Shout out to Willem Dafoe, who was hella old, by the way, when they made No Way Home, and still was kicking ass. By the way,
yeah, he's
maybe the best performance in No Way Home. Hot take. But yeah, shout out to Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin, and Toby's like Spider-Man quirky comments kind of don't age well. And because, when Peter Parker is like, but the funny part about Peter Parker is, or about Spider-Man, is he's kicking your ass while making jokes about it.
Yep.
And Tom Holland's like, that version is really, really good. But you mentioned it too, like Andrew Garfield's was great too, because it was like, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 is an okay movie. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is drizzling shits. The first one's okay. My favorite,
I don't think it's because of Garfield. That's the thing. It's like those movies aren't bad because of, like, he's not great, but they're not bad because of him. They were just bad movies.
The writing in the second one is the worst.
Terrible.
But the one of the best parts of the first one is when he's like got the robbers and he's just like, and then pulls a knife. Oh my god, a knife, my biggest weakness. Like that perfect. That's just perfect Spider-Man humor. Mm-hmm. And Tom Holland's the best of both worlds. Especially like, and it was like hitting the ground running, like the jokes he's making in Spider-Man in Civil War, the have you ever seen that old movie with where they're on the old movie Star Wars, or the old movie The Empire Strikes Back, where they're on that snow planet, the walkie thingies? Just so many incredible moments. Tom Holland, like the emotion, the way he carries himself. I just think that we've also we're what? When did Civil War come out, Blake? Like 2017?
2016?
So we are a decade into this now with him. And we have grown into like legitimately growing up. Like it makes sense now that he is this movie basically portrays he's like if Peter Parker was 23 or 22 or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
He's 22 in the movie. Like I think 22. They just graduated college. I think he's 22.
They make it seem like they pretty much fast forward to them graduating college. So I think all of that together, Blake, yes, that is the kind of what it is. And it does set him apart. It is crazy to think that he was 20 years old in Civil War.
Yeah.
It is wild.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we've genuinely seen him grow, and it's crazy that, I thought we were just going to get the one trilogy at the time and all that. And now here we are. We're fourth movie in, 2 Avengers movies, a Captain America movie. You're going to have 2 more movies, 2 more Avengers movies. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, if I would have told you guys when I'll never forget, because we obviously knew because they spoiled it in the trailer that Spider-Man was gonna. It was rumored, right? When Civil War was happening, it was rumored that Spider-Man was becoming a thing, and then when it dropped in the trailer, we all fucking lost.
God,
our
I wish
minds.
they never showed that in the trailer.
Yeah.
But when I'll never forget, I don't remember the song that played but it would be an OG. Where Is My Mind by the Pixels award for best needle drop or best use of music. The song that played when they put up Queens in Civil War after when Tony asks Black Widow, like, where's yours? She says downstairs. She asks, where's yours to Tony and the Queen. And we know it's Spider-Man. We're all like,
yeah.
Like, I remember, I think I was sitting next to Blake because I remember the first time no, I didn't, because Blake didn't see it with us the first time. Because Blake and I went like the following week. I always remember that. It might have been I was sitting next to you or maybe your brother. And I like grabbed whoever I was sitting next to when it's because I was like, oh my God, we're here. If I would have told you guys then 10 years later that literally the face of the biggest movie money printer on planet Earth, he would be that. He like this character, this actor. We've come a long way. Not that he wasn't capable of it. It's just that 11 years ago, before we thought, like, we didn't think Spider-Man would ever be in the MCU.
Nope.
And now we're here. It is by far the most in-depth character. It is the most worked character they've had in so many different iterations, Ethan. It's so cool, but it's also like when it's crazy to fathom where we were to where we are right now.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, and like it's the fact that like throughout this whole entire journey we also ended up getting the closure with the other 2 Spider-Mans that we needed. Like that everybody was like, okay, yeah, we need closure with Tobey's Spider-Man, we need closure with Garfield's Spider-Man. They gave it to us. But guess who still stood out? And like guess who still is the best Spider-Man after sharing the stage with them and then is continuing to move on. Like they're like, we gave you the best Spider-Man now. Now you guys have to move on with us.
Okay, so I didn't catch this. They gave a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man shout out.
Yes,
because remember when he first started having the webs come through his body?
He said Peter 2.
He said Peter 2 dealt with this. Yeah. I don't think he ever said Peter 3, but do you guys remember a moment that would have specifically been like a Andrew Garfield Spider-Man shout out? all?
No, but like the one that another like Tobey Maguire one that stood out to me was the shot of him climbing up the
The
mirror.
brick wall. Yeah.
Yeah, the glass like wall where
Like in
with the
Spider-Man
reflection
3.
coming out. Yeah, like that was sick.
He climbs up the wall when he's in the black suit. In
Well,
Spider-Man
no,
3.
and it's
In Spider-Man
it's
3,
one
yeah.
of the and it's one of like the movie covers of him in like his
Mhm.
normal suit. Like it's sick. It's one of my favorite like scenes.
In this movie.
Yeah, well, like just in general because it's like because it's like the tying it all together still of like, hey, this is all one universe now. Like it is all connected, and he is like, it's like paying homage to all the things that came beforehand, and it's just it makes me happy.
I do believe, I guess, like that the original Spider-Man cover that they did. I think they do that in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, by the way. Just not as aura filled as it was in
They
this one.
might.
I put in here, where do we rank this among MCU movies? I don't know. Blake just randomly one day in our group chat, not our group chat, but our big group chat, just ripped off like, I guess you just have this in your notes app burning a hole in your phone and you needed to show it to us. You never showed it to us before. Your Marvel rankings. And since that, I've kind of been keeping a Marvel rankings in my brain. Do you guys know where you would rank this all time? Because I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I don't have it above Guardians 3 yet. But on rewatch, I probably will. So it's number 5 for me.
Yeah, I'd say
Because
I'd
Guardians
probably
3
put
is
it.
4. So
I'd say I'd probably put it like low top 5, like
so
so
I'd
like
put it
4 or 5.
right above Ragnarok.
Okay.
Ragnarok is just near and dear to my heart, but just Spider-Man as the character, I think itself having a great movie like this just really tip of the ice and tip of the cap.
Ethan, what's your top 5? Just off the top.
Oh, off the top of my head,
Yeah,
Infinity War 1,
as it should
Endgame.
be.
Endgame's probably 3 actually. I would say. Ooh,
Come on, Ethan. There's there's an
Infinity
obvious.
War, Civil War.
Oh,
'Cause I
bold.
enjoy Civil War a lot.
Sorry, close.
Endgame,
Right version of
Character's movie,
right
right
character's
character,
movie, but wrong movie.
wrong movie.
and then I know you guys want me to say Winter Soldier, but I don't think Winter
Absolutely,
Soldier.
it's literally.
I don't think Winter Soldier's that good.
That's
I didn't
fucking
enjoy Winter
terrible
Soldier
take.
that much.
That's one of the hottest takes I've ever seen. Like
That is a
I'm
hot
on,
take.
like I feel like my house is on fire.
It's not one. It's a good movie, but it's not one of my favorites.
No shit.
Like, but like,
I need to go. I need
but
to
like,
go. I need to go check to see if I left my oven on.
It's gay. I'm
but
getting hot. I need to take my shirt off now.
Here's the thing: we all have different opinions. Like Joe hates Eternals, like, and me and Blake kind of like we enjoy Eternals. Like
I love
Eternals.
Eternals.
The premise is
I
good.
love Eternals.
The
It's a great
histrionic
movie.
idea is cool. The second half of the movie is dog shit.
It's not like I'm out here saying that Captain Marvel is one of my top 5 movies. Okay, like
Dude, Captain Marvel's awful.
But
we do get Flurkins, so I guess it's a pass.
Fair. So yeah, 3 would be Endgame, 4 probably Ragnarok, and then 5 is this.
Okay. Bro, Winter Soldier is like a less epic Dark Knight. It's so cool.
It's a good movie,
not a
but it's
superhero
not.
movie. It's a fucking espionage movie. That's why the Dark Knight's so awesome, because it's not a superhero movie. It's a It's a crime thriller.
Crime thriller, yeah.
Well, technically, no Batman movie is a superhero movie. But...
Correct. That's great. I'm just gonna ignore giving my opinion on where it's ranked because I'm gonna tell you guys where I have this movie ranked later. Uh, let's talk about Jean Grey real quick before we get into categories. Blake, if I would say this is basically a X-Men character origin movie, is that like is that like, I wouldn't call it a hot take, but is that like, would you consider that, like, is that the right way that you would describe this to a degree?
Yes and no. I I'm still listen, as good as great as the movie is, as much as I love it, I have it in my top 5. Putting Jean Grey in the Spider-Man movie is still so fucking stupid
It's
because it makes
it's
no
weird.
sense. It literally makes zero sense that she's in a Spider-Man movie, but it worked extremely well.
Yes.
It worked.
Like,
It worked extremely well. It made sense. Like, I wasn't confused. Like, I wasn't like, again, putting her in a Spider-Man movie is stupid. It makes no sense.
This
They interact like 3 times ever.
this
But
makes
they
the timeline of what's happening weird too.
it kicks. They had to find a way to kickstart the new X-Men,
Y-
and
yeah, but
they had to try to fit in characters here and there. And again, as stupid as I think it is, it worked.
it 100%
I can't be
worked,
mad.
but
It worked.
it's just weird because now, like, is like I left the movie thinking, I'm like, is now she going to the school? Like, is she going to Professor X's school on the bus? Is that where she's going? Does she know about the school? Is the school a
So
thing
my
yet?
thought
Like,
process
where
is
are we at?
when they had that slow motion bus scene where he's like it's with Punisher and it slowly like pans like a girl on a bus in headphones.
It's her.
It was her.
It was 100% her. She's
No,
on the
that
Is
bus.
it?
no. It's a completely different girl. But
No,
Okay.
that was Blake. That was her. There's no
there's a
debate.
scene there's a s- there's a scene in the movie where it's a slow motion pan to a girl on the bus. She has a white strip of hair and then brown hair. And I think that's a bus, and I think that girl on there is Rogue, and she was going to the school of kids. So I think that's where she's going at the end of
Okay,
the movie.
you're
Complete.
thinking a different scene. Okay, got you.
The girl at the end of the movie is
Yeah,
obviously it's her.
that's
No,
what.
no, no. There's
Okay,
a scene
that's
like
where
during
we
the
were all
Punisher
at.
fight scene where he's fighting Punisher in the street where that bus gets shattered, and it slowly pans to a girl, and it's the exact outfit of Rogue in the comics where she has
Okay,
headphones and like the white
when
strip of
he
hair.
when he slams his face up against the bus window. Got you.
Hmm.
Got you. That makes more
And I
sense.
think that was a girl, aka Rogue, going. I think it was just like a little. I don't think that's who is going to be cast as Rogue. I think it was just like a little like nod, but that's kind of like my prediction. So I think she's on a bus probably to Xavier's school.
Yeah, but is it like just starting? Are they? Is it already solidified? Like, where are we at?
Of
Because
course, it's
Jean
going to be
Grey's like
solidified.
one of.
It's already the school's already going to be solidified. She's going to meet, you know, Scott Summers. She's going to meet Beast and all these people, and like I think the X Men movie that they're going to do is going to be like an X Men origin story, but people are gonna like the school's already gonna be a thing. It's not gonna be like a movie about where they're building up the school. I think it's already gonna be a thing.
They're basically making the team, from the characters that I'm hearing are rumored, it's like the original version of the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's the question that I'm curious about. Who on God's green earth is going to play Wolverine?
Oh my god, I heard. One of my Marvel report guys that I follow on Twitter said someone, and I would literally off myself
Okay, why?
because one, it's a girl, and two, I think she's a terrible actress.
Oh, what? They're going to try to make the X-23 thing a thing?
No, they've already confirmed that they're bringing her back, Daphne Keane.
Okay.
Have you seen The Last of Us?
Oh,
Yeah.
Bella Ramsey.
Yeah, she's good, but she shouldn't be Wolverine.
He heard that she was in talks to be Wolverine.
Oh,
Don't-
I think she's a terrible actress. No offense to her.
I mean, let's be real.
It would be
There's
terrible.
one that we've no, well, yes, but there's one guy that it's been talked about for years.
I don't think they'll do it. They should, but they won't.
There's a guy that's been talked about it for years.
They should, but they won't. They
Who?
should, but they won't. Fucking
Henry
Daniel
Cavill,
Radcliffe.
dude. No, Daniel.
Oh, Henry Cavill.
No.
Daniel Radcliffe would be a good pull. What's
No.
Adam Driver supposed
No,
to be?
I want Taron
No.
Egerton. If we're
Taron
going with
Egerton
it,
would be really good.
Taron Egerton would be fun.
Who's Adam Driver
yeah,
going to be?
Taron Egerton
I
played
don't
dude in Kingsman, right?
Eggsy, yep.
Eggsy.
Eggsy from
Eggsy.
Kingsman.
Okay. I heard that was.
And he
good.
also
That'd be a good
played
one.
Elton John.
Taron Egerton would be a good one. What is Adam Driver supposed to be? And I feel like we're going to get some of these answers soon because D23 is coming up next week, isn't it?
No, in 3 days.
So it's this weekend.
It's Friday.
Okay, then we're probably going to get.
Yeah, they're going to.
If we don't get an X-Men cast,
They're doing it.
I don't know if they're going to drop an X-Men
probably
movie date, but they have to be dropped.
Magneto.
A report just came out like an hour ago that Marvel is. Yeah, you are not ready. I heard that Disney is planning the biggest D23 event ever for Marvel.
Well, I guess next week's show is going to be a D23 recap.
There's also another prediction going around that's gaining quite a bit of traction, I guess, in Dacre Montgomery.
What was he in?
He played the Red Power Ranger in the Power Rangers movie, and then was one of the one of the guys in Stranger Things as well.
The Power Rangers movie. Tease the sequel that never dropped.
I know.
That broke my heart.
Same.
We were so hyped. They had the green thing, and it was Tommy, and we were pissed. I liked everything. I liked all the Jean Grey stuff. How they're going to make it all tie together, I have no idea. We're going to see though, because I don't think Jean Grey is going to be in Doomsday or Secret Wars. Do we think this Spider-Man is going to be in Doomsday?
So I'll give my prediction,
I don't think so either.
Right. So I'll give my prediction, right? Blake was saying in our preview and all that kind of stuff, he thinks that Doomsday is going to be a lot of X-Men versus Avengers, right? This
They're clearly
movie
setting that up in a way.
Yes, this movie sets up them being able to come together and work together because two of the most powerful people in both teams are friends. So it's like, okay, hey, we have a connection to where when things when shit actually hits the fan and we need these guys to work together, Jean Grey, Spider-Man, bring X-Men and the Avengers together. That's my best thought of it is if now we set this up to where it's oh crap, we have all this fighting and all that kind of stuff going on. They're trying to kill each other. And then all of a sudden Spider-Man and Jean Grey are hey guys, this dude's actually just trying to completely destroy the earth and nobody wins if that happens.
Well, listen, man. We got a lot of crazy stuff to get to. Do we want to quickly talk about the post-credit scene now? Because we all have theories on it that we've heard or gauged before we get to categories. Unless I mean, did one of y'all have the post-credit scene and what age the best or worst or something like that?
Nah, I didn't have it in either one of those. We can talk about the post-credit scene real quick. I mean, Blake, if you want to give your simple answer, or what you think's gonna happen first, go for it.
I think it's two things. One, it's either Miles Morales, or two, it's just him on Battleworld, aka in Secret Wars.
I was leaning more towards Battleworld, also because why would Miles Morales? They clearly made it seem like it was in space.
Yeah, but that's where the multiverses come from.
That's where the
It's all in
multiverse
space,
is,
and they all
exactly.
all converge and all that kind of stuff. As it all happens in space.
So you think
Miles... he technically isn't in the universe, so he is in space.
Okay.
Is what would make it make sense.
Another version I thought of is this could be a way to introduce Venom.
Yeah. It
I
could
feel like
be.
the next
I would pray.
I feel like the next Spider-Man movie has to be two things. The next Spider-Man movie has to be Venom and Miles Morales origin.
Well, the next time
AKA rip off the Venom story from the second Spider-Man game, for the love of God. Make that a movie.
the next time we see Spider-Man, he should have the black suit.
Yes, and I have a great take that you guys are going to love in What Age the Best. Or it might be in most rewatchable. It might be part of my most rewatchable scene list. Regardless, you'll like the take. Ethan, do you have a prediction?
I
Or
mean,
do you have a do
prediction,
you have a guess for like what the hell the post-credit scene was?
my prediction and like my guess was Battle World. I mean, Blake talked about it enough to where it's like that. It makes sense. It's probably where they're heading. Like,
Has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be. All right, we're 46 minutes into this. We might as well start doing the categories now, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, most rewatchable scene. We could do this one of two ways. You guys could list off a few, or I can just start naming some of them. I can start naming my list, and you guys be like, "This was my favorite," or "Here's a reason why I liked this scene," which is what I was hoping you guys would do when we first started this show. Or I don't know, Blake. How do you want to do it? Because I have, if you care about my opinion,
I have one
4,
because it's the most
5,
rewatchable
6, 7, 8,
scene.
9, 10. I have 11 scenes here.
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
You said you have 11?
Again, it's categories. These are the nominations.
You know,
winner,
Joe.
The nominations.
Joe. It says most rewatchable scene.
Yes,
scene,
and I'm giving
not
nominations.
scenes.
And I'm giving nomination.
You know what, man? You take the floor. I will butt in when you get to my scene if you get there.
Okay. Well, you guys can just, when I give a scene, you guys can give opinions on the scene. That's what
Absolutely.
I like the most.
Let's do it.
All right, the first one is the opening montage.
Yeah, that scene was
I'm a
fucking shit.
montage
Yeah, I fucking hate that fucking scene.
Fuck you,
No,
Blake.
the opening montage. I had the opening montage on mine. Like it's like I was saying earlier at the beginning of the show. Like the opening montage is like paying homage to the history of Spider-Man, and like it's just really cool to see. Like you get a bunch of different comic book like titles and like all that kind of stuff. Like it's awesome seeing like how much they respect the character. So like that scene, like showing homage to like all the history and that of Spider-Man, like throughout the years, is just really cool.
They aged Spider-Man 4 years and 15 minutes, and it was amazing. Also, is the Odyssey and Oppenheimer both so good because Nolan basically made 2 3-hour montages. You bounce back and forth a lot, different parts. Just saying. Next, as I reopen my phone, the tank chase scene. So the first time you meet Jean Grey, just to see the incorporation of the swinging, where you get him like flying in. That's the first time. That's when you get the. I guess this was an ode to the Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 had the one of the first times where you like had Spider-Man falling from the tall building and it was like right on his back. You had a lot of that in this scene. You had the scene that was in the trailer where they like look inside his mask while he's falling, which is just so sick. You have the first interaction with the Punisher where he tries shooting him with the gun out of the car and he flies through and kicks him. It's great. And then you get like the weird damage control jailbreak scene. There's a old woman in the tank. Next, I have the sad Spider-Man swings after he sees MJ kissing another dude, because it's kind of sort of another. It's not kind of sort of. It is another montage of just all the moments that him and MJ had over the years, and he's just in his feelings. He is sad as shit, and he gets back and all of a sudden passes out because he's turning into. He is becoming more spider than man. Next up was the Scorpion fight scene where he goes bananas. The first time he like legitimately blacks out during a fight. I then have the Bruce Peter convo just because it was cool to see them interact. That's all. Next up is I guess this is technically right after that, or it's like right after that. He's practicing the organic web stuff, and or he's practicing his webs, and all of a sudden he's having a conversation with a random person, and it's where Jean Grey is broken into his apartment. That's a great scene.
That is a great scene.
Then the first long MJ interaction, which is right after that, to save her, which and then turns up to where MJ is the biggest dick punch in the entire movie, which is MJ, like where Jean Grey pulls the fake out. Unanswerable question. How does Jean Grey get to MJ?
Jumping
She
body
literally,
for body.
yeah, she literally proved that she can go anywhere, like, and be
As long as they're
anyone.
within 33 feet.
Yeah, it was in 30. He got, I guess maybe
Yeah,
by the
she let
time
go.
he's with her at night, that guy is probably saved.
No, she let go of him. As soon as Spider-Man swung away, she just said, "Boop, I'm gone."
Oh,
She can go
okay, I
back to
didn't catch
herself
that.
at any time. Because remember, MJ, she got picked up. MJ got picked up at her desk. Like she was MJ from the time he picked her up from the window. Because she was like, one moment I was sitting at my desk, and the next second I was falling. So like,
Yeah,
she had been her the whole entire time.
yeah, that's a great point. You got me on that one. Good call, Lee. Did not catch that. Okay, but that scene was great and also made me want to cry. He then takes her to Frank, which is a hilarious scene because Frank is living on an abandoned cruise ship, more or less, and it's booby trapped, which is amazing. The Spider-Man Punisher Hulk versus the Hulk scene. I'm still waiting for Blake to tell me which one is his. I feel like that I thought that would be it, but it wasn't.
I think
Actually,
I think I know.
It's going to be next one. Is it the Peter, MJ, and Ned hanging out scene? And they're like rebuilding
No.
the Star Wars Legos. Okay,
Nope.
it's not.
No, Blake, can I take a guess at what it is?
Sure.
It's him fighting the hand.
Nope.
Yeah, because
Oh.
then after that, I have the fight scene in Damage Control, where he especially like, where it's like, "Are you more man or spider?" He rips the mask off, and then he goes berserk, where he says both. It's just like, yes, Tom, I'm ripping my shirt off. Break out
Blake,
the baby oil.
Is it him letting her into his mind, and then the whole Aunt May scene? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
That's valid.
Because I guess when
I think because it was a breakthrough, not only for Gene but for Tom, because you saw him go into his mind before and it was just a small conversation, but then you finally get to see what she said to him, and he's like, you know what, if you go into my mind, this is what you're going to get, and it's going to help you, and it helped me. So I think it meant a lot, not only for the movie but for both characters and their growth. So
that whole entire last scene, they helped each other grow in immense ways. Like she finally got him to realize, like, hey, just because like this other part of you is taking over doesn't mean you're a monster. Like you have to decide whether you want to like be the best of both worlds or let one of them take over, because you can't, like, you got to figure it out. Just be yourself. And like she beat the shit out of him to make him figure that out, but like she made him figure that out. Like,
yeah, like he was so scared the whole movie to let her into his mind. But then when he finally like realized what was in there and what she's going to get, he's like, you know what? Go ahead. Because again, it's not only going to help you, but it's also helping me. And then the scene, like that whole scene, like she gets Aunt May, and then it's like him and her about how they're not alone, and they have it. Oh, it's just great. I love that scene. I've literally watched that scene probably like 10 times.
it's a great scene. It's a great scene. I shed a tear or two.
No,
and
yeah,
it made me cry, and it made me cry. So that's why that's why I picked it. I love crying. I don't know.
I don't know that, bro. I thought that they were going. I guess when I say the fight, that is a part of it. When I say the fight in Damage Control,
Damage
you can
control.
obviously break that up. Like you can break it up to. It's kind of, I guess, if you want to do two parts, like before he breaks through the door and after, right?
Yeah.
Also, before, like the pre-fight moment, a perfect Spider-Man humor, the perfect Tom Holland Spider-Man humor, where he's like, "All right, guys, wait," and he starts
Let me
stretching.
stretch.
Yeah, he's like,
Don't
I'm
remember
not in
I
high
love
school
that.
anymore."
I love that.
That was so good. All right, Ethan, what's your favorite scene?
Honestly, I had I had the I had the whole last scene, like that whole fight scene written down. But like I would probably say that Aunt May, the final part of it where he lets her in and like because like obviously one of my answers later on has to deal with that scene. So like it did like hold a special moment in my heart and like it did make me cry. So I would say that's probably my favorite scene too.
My two would be. I have two. Obviously, I just said it 3 times. They would be uh the in the when he takes her to Frank and they're laying and he's working on the inhibitor or whatever it's called, and there's the curtain and she's laying on the bed. That interaction's
Yeah.
amazing. And then when they're all hanging out, just the three of them together, they're building they're building the Legos.
I will say I will shout out another scene because it also made me tear up. But the scene where he comes back and MJ's reading the letter,
Mm.
God
and
damn
she's
it.
like, "I don't love you." Oh, my heart,
That
my
hurt.
heart shattered.
We've all been there.
And you know the worst part is this whole time I was like, I even said it to you guys. I was like, I think it's so stupid that they're in the movie.
And then
Like,
you're like,
I think it's
I want
dumb.
it.
And she fucking broke my heart, and I'm so happy she broke my heart.
This movie doesn't
like,
work if they're not in it.
I
I
get.
mean, it doesn't not work, but you get what I mean.
No, I think I was scared
It
that
doesn't
they
work
were
as
gonna.
well.
I was scared that they were gonna force them together early
You thought they were going to basically retcon No Way Home.
in one movie, and it was gonna piss me off. But this is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't love you. I don't even like. I don't know you. Like I can't love someone that I don't know. So then so then he's gonna realize that he has to like move on, and then the next movie he's gonna get like Black Cat or some shit. And then the end of the movie in the trilogy, they finally get together, and it's gonna be amazing.
They better not cast Black Cat as a white woman
Hey.
because Tom Holland because Peter Parker don't mess with white girls, bro. He fucks with the other side of the tracks, if you know what I'm talking about.
It's fair.
Hey, what was old girl's name? What was Vulture's daughter's name in Homecoming?
I don't even remember.
She was light skinned.
I don't remember.
Zendaya, she's light skinned. And he's living in that raggedy ass apartment, like which is basically like an attic. And he comes out, and the one girl, good looking woman in New York, blonde, looks at him and says hello, like trying to put the moves on him, and he basically just like, hey. Nah,
well, yeah, that's because he was in love, but now that he knows that she doesn't love him and that it worked and that he may never get her, he's got to move on. AKA Black Cat, come here.
I just think Peter
that movie
Parker says if it's white, it ain't right. And nothing wrong with that.
You say that, Blake. You say that where like he thinks he has to move on, but literally they open the door. Like I would understand if they left it at her saying that, but literally 10 minutes later, she's like, "Oh, you two do look like best friends," and then like.
Again, I know it's gonna be a long road ahead. Like she still has a boyfriend. They haven't like it's one of those things where
I don't think it's gonna be as long as you think.
I don't think they're gonna get together in the next movie. I think it's gonna be like a process.
They 100% are. It won't. They're not going to give it to us right away because we all want it. We all want a 3-episode miniseries of just them 3 hanging out
I don't.
in the room building the Lego
I'm good.
Death Star.
I can wait.
again.
I can wait another movie.
I don't know, bro. Okay, subtle details. You know how much I love subtle details. Blake, are you ready for this? Because y'all haven't mentioned it, and I caught it. All right, so you know how in the first 2 movies, she basically always has her hair up, right? The only time she ever like really has her hair down in some way, shape, or form is in the scene in Far From Home when they like go to the opera house. But she's kind of got it like half in like a weird, she's got it fancied out. Other than that, it's in a ponytail or it's up. MJ that doesn't know Peter always has her hair all the way down, except for when she finds out when Peter Parker is Spider-Man again, the scene where they're in the fucking apartment, her hair is up, bro. And I pop when there's little, I don't know if there's no way they did not mean to do that. I am a whore for subtle details. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but I sure as shit did. That shit pops me. And I'm like, yes. Because that's the type of stuff where I feel like there's no way that was an accident. The entire movie, from them doing the TikToks to the first time they meet to when he picks her up and they do the fake out with the kiss to even when she reads the letter in Frank's weird fancy cruise boat. From that moment on, when they get to the apartment, when he takes her home and she says, you can come upstairs and introduce yourself to Ned, and they're hanging out. The next scene is her on the couch with her hair up. It's such good shit. Beat the table. Sorry. And she also called him Peter when he left. And Ned was like, Spider-Man's name is Peter?
Peter?
Yeah. Which, by the way, I guess I can just, what age the best? Or what will age the best, since the movie literally came out 2 weeks ago? The callbacks, like shit like that shit's so cool to me. So that's the thing.
Man Spider.
God bless.
That
Thank
take
you,
age
Jesus.
the best because he's not Man Spider.
I thank you, Jesus. I thank you, Jesus. Yes, thank God.
Technically, wouldn't that didn't the Man Spider, didn't the Blake Man Spider take age the worst? Because he wasn't Man Spider?
Good.
He technically was.
Good. God, it sucks.
I don't think he's Man Spider. I think he's just
not
maturing.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But he was that's what happens when he turns into Man Spider. Spider takes over. So they were definitely doing that, but they retconned it in a great way. God bless.
Yeah,
it's fair.
I wouldn't call that a retcon.
I mean, they could have done it.
I know, but that's not what a retcon is. They did not retcon Man Spider.
Because it wasn't retroactive. Like the whole point of retconning is retroactive.
Well, I mean, sure, but okay. What will age the best? The swinging? Oh my god! How they film that? How they
effects?
Yes, jeez Louise, how do they do that? It's breathtaking. Sound design and the visuals I have. When you guys remember the first heightened senses scene, when he is when his arachnid hormones are heightened and he's on the roof and
the water dripping,
they make this is where he came back from doing the Odyssey and he was like, guys, they made like an empty chip bag on a roof sound like a car crash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was like, okay, we're here. Christopher Nolan is directing this movie. I got a couple more. I have a great take here that you guys are that I was told you I was holding off about Spider-Man, potentially even black suited Spider-Man. That I'll get to in a sec. I think you both agree. I think you'll both appreciate it, but do you guys have any other what will age the best?
No, I don't.
Okay. Again, I still think it's what ages the best is still that scene with Aunt May, just because again I think it changed that character, and realized that she has again people are going to do bad things to her because she's a special person, but just because you're a special person doesn't mean that you're a bad person. And I think that, it's going to grow that character and it's going to turn her into a different character. Obviously not like physically, but mentally. So
it's all about meaning. Okay. What will age the best? Angry Spider-Man. In the Scorpion fight, we got a really good glimpse of what devolving into madness black suits Peter Parker Spider-Man will look like. And I'm here for it. When he's pissed and he's like beating the shit out of Scorpion and like rips his, like throws him into the cop car and then like rips the Scorpion tail off. Tom Holland is going to do the only movie, like live action movie version of black suit Spider-Man we've got is emo Toby. I think we're going to get a much better version of dickhead Peter Parker with the black suit.
Yeah.
When we do it with Tom Holland. Blake, do you like that take? Is that a good one?
I like it.
That is a good take.
Thank you. I appreciate when you both appreciate me. Last, what aged the best? This movie thrived even with too many cooks. Like when you can, there's a world where this movie sucks because you're trying to do so many things. You're trying to tell a story with MJ and Ned and Peter trying to become a thing again. You have the Punisher, you have the Hulk, you have Jean Grey, you have Damage Control, you have all of these different things. And there's a world where this doesn't work. And the fact that this movie is awesome, and you have so many different cooks in the kitchen, it's a testament to the director, it's a testament to all the writing, it's a testament to so many things.
It's very valid. So I got to agree with that.
Do you guys have any what aged the worst or what will age the worst, other than Blake's take about human spiders?
Can I give my wild one?
Go for it.
Spider-Man kissing a 16-year-old girl. Jean's 16.
When did they kiss?
When he kisses MJ.
Oh, stop it. That doesn't count, you weirdo.
I'll get to it later. It's just a conversation I've had with a couple people like about this movie because it's kind of weird. She's 16.
She kissed him as well.
I
she's
understand.
Also mind controlling a regular college person, so it doesn't.
And it's still a non-consensual kiss, and then a 16-year-old is kissing a 22-year-old. It's weird. It's weird that Disney chose to go that route, but it's okay. Unless they're going to tell us that her age is like 18, 19, something like that. But they say she's like 16 to 17 years old in this movie.
It's legal in some states.
Not in New York.
I don't think you.
I think you're thinking a little bit too much into that.
Yeah, you thought way too hard there.
But
I appreciate what you were trying to get at, Blake.
No explanation whatsoever. How the fuck did he get all that technology when he has no job?
This would be better probably in unanswerable questions or nitpicks, but yeah.
I think it technically is answered because he had all of that kind of stuff in his apartment.
No, at the end of No Way Home, all he has is like a little sewing kit, and he's sewing a suit together.
He basically stole the 3D printer from the ship that he was in with Happy in Homecoming. Or in in Far From Home.
Yeah, sure. But do you see the stuff that he has? He's talking to AI technology. She's tracking things. And
Evie.
Yeah, he had the glasses in that still.
It was Edith. The glasses were destroyed.
They were. Yeah, because the glasses would have been a thing in No Way Home if that was the case.
That's true.
He is a genius. Like he probably built it himself. Like he literally, like this, they do not share any. I do think. Okay, another take for you guys to quit. This Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man is the best adaptation of showing that Peter Parker is a super genius. When you think of when you consider the fact that he basically built his own version of a 3D printer to help manufacture all of his suits and stuff, and he built his own Jarvis basically. Again, them trying to this is another version of them trying to tell us that he's Iron Man without really telling us he's the new Iron Man. The fact that he defeated Strange in the mirror dimension, another version, another stroke of him being a super genius.
The fact that he can keep one of the most powerful telepaths out of his mind, with pretty much ease, that's a.
That exactly. All right. Any other what age the worst or what will age the worst?
No.
All right. Peter Dinklage is an Asgardian weapons maker award for hey, I know that guy from another show or movie.
Tremel Tillman.
Okay, was that the guy he was having the conversation with?
No. He is what's his name? The main damage control guy.
Okay, he's the guy from Damage Control.
Yeah, he plays Mr. Milicic in Severance. He's the main he's really good at those roles of playing the kind of hey, I'm a nice guy, but actually I'm really fucking evil. He's good at playing that kind of role.
Damage Control did turn out to be a really good red herring because I did not expect them to kind of be the bad guys at the end. That was good.
So I kind of did because Damage Control what
Valentina
takes
runs
out
Damage Control.
Oh. I thought Damage Control was the ones that ended up creating the robots to kill all the X-Men in that, but I guess I'm wrong on that. I don't remember the name of that company.
Oh, the girl from the girl from Thunderbolts?
Mm-hmm.
She runs Damage Control? I did not know that. I have one. And then I stole one from Ethan. Mine is Lisa Cologne Zayas as she was the detective.
Gotcha.
She plays Tina in The Bear. I don't know if either of you have watched The Bear or not.
I have not yet.
And then Ethan pointed this out, Blake, when we were watching it. So when they are doing, I can't remember. He's fighting someone and they crash into this. But Ethan said that he thought it was the wedding venue from the drama.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it 100% is. It's been in a bunch of different movies like that. When the wedding venue that he crashes into where Jean Grey takes over the bride, that is the wedding. That's the exact same room from the drama.
It certainly looks
like it.
Room.
Yeah.
Okay. The layout's the same, everything like that. It is the same.
Shout out to Zendaya.
I've noticed that room in about 4 different movies since then. It's one of the things that's clicking in my brain where it's that's the same exact room. Use a different building. Maybe
Ethan, big fan of the drama. He was just fake hating it because he knew Blake and I liked it. Blake, do you have any nominees for this?
I do not.
Okay. I don't have any for this, but the floor is open for any Vincent Han Award for character most likely to have a drug addiction.
You seriously don't have one for this?
My brain couldn't put one down.
They literally pointed out the first time they see him. It's Ned. It's Ned. He's addicted to the shark energy shit. He's very easy.
If you see this face, don't sell him one.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe this time.
Yeah, he's like, okay, maybe give him one right now.
That is drug addict behavior. Let's be let's be real here.
Yeah, that's wait, massive drug
camera
addict
botched
behavior.
Again. Have you guys watched Rick and Morty?
I have seen Morty, yes.
Yeah, it's I've seen it, but I don't know.
There's a scene in the episode when Rick's daughter comes back from space, like for the first time, and she's getting the thing taken out of her body, and the doctor that's prescribing her is like, I'm a, here's some pills for these. They're not addictive. Oh yes, they are totally addicted, or they are totally addictive. I'm such a bad doctor. I should take this. Oh, I'm a great doctor. It was just so funny.
Sure.
Okay. Blake, did you have anyone for this other than Ned?
No, I had Ned.
Okay. The James Harden Award for person who's awful at their job when depended on the most.
The janitor that stole the tank. All you're supposed to do is clean. You stole a tank. What are we doing?
Yeah. What are we doing?
Or the guard that let Scorpion go. I know they were being mind controlled, but come on, man.
Come on now.
Actually, no. It's the guard that listened to the guy that was getting mind controlled, actually.
Just go with it.
It's like, why? Oh, it's a direct order. Come on, he was literally just telling you to leave. Like, no, it was not a direct order. Figure it out.
I have a border. They don't completely do their job poorly, but they almost do. Remember when Spider-Man goes into damage control and they're like screening him, and then they're like, all right, we need you to take your mask off, and they're about to shoot him in front. There's the one woman. It's just the one woman who's back there like, take your mask off! We will shoot you! And they all go. It was just.
It's like, hey, I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, like, guys, it would have been perfect for him to say what, and Blake, I think you'll love this. It would have been perfect if he would have said what Toby and Andrew Garfield said in the in No Way Home. Remember when they both were asked about how, like, wearing the mask or whatever, and they were like, kind of defeats the whole anonymous superhero thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have said that while damage control was trying to shoot him, like, guys, I can't take it off, it kind of defeats the whole anonymous superhero thing, that would have been perfect. If he would have said that, I would have stood up and clapped.
It's fair.
Blake, do you have anyone for this?
Which one, sorry?
Are you okay? Are you good? Are you alive?
Yeah, no, I'm alive. I'm just trying to get this thing to.
Blake always has technicalities. The James Harden Award for person who's awful at their job when dependent on the most.
The beard scratch coming through.
Yeah, I know.
that was
Like,
that was me.
actually
That was
genuinely
that was
thinking.
me. That was me thinking. No, I didn't have anything
Okay.
written down.
Okay. Blake and Ethan, do either of y'all have a "Where Is My Mind" by the Pixels Award for best musical moment?
The opening
this-
montage scene.
Yeah, Wolf Like Me by TV on the radio during the opening montage.
It's a good one. I had the Bad Bunny song. I think it's a Bad Bunny song. It's when he's like trying to learn how to swing with the organic webbing, and he's like, I'm pretty sure it's a Bad Bunny song that's playing, and it was just a cool little beat drop.
Fair.
Coach Finstock Award for best life advice. I had don't try to do everything alone.
It's a good one. I said just be yourself no matter what, because you can overcome anything.
There we go.
And then
I wrote
also
down
had-
just be. I literally wrote down just be you.
Yeah. And then I said the worst anger can be calmed by friends.
Yeah, there you go. Or by telepaths who can enter your mind. Shout out to Coach Finstock, baby. All right, here we go. Blake, are you still good? You're okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. The Ethan's girlfriend describing the Odyssey as "It's Not Benchwarmers" award for hottest take.
You want my hot take, and it goes back to my what age the worst.
Okay, go for it.
Gene and Peter are gonna get together. This isn't. This wasn't
Wow.
actually. This wasn't actually a me take. This was shouts to my buddy Ben. This was a him take, and that's where my argument of like, hey, bro, she's 16. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, if she's not 16, if they're not going that angle, like, interesting. But like, it'd be different. It would be completely different than anything else. His main point was that he's tired of seeing Gene and Scott Summers together, and that he's tired of the MJ Peter relationship, so he wants something different. But I said it's way too big of a change from anything that makes sense. Like, because the whole entire point of like Gene and Scott is to piss off Wolverine. Like,
more or less, yeah. That it does.
but it, like, they did kind of play into it a little bit, like that it could happen, but I don't see it happening. But it is a hot take.
I think I didn't have that. I mean, I didn't really. I had that Gene and Tom get together, like temporarily, until he gets back to MJ. So I guess it's sort of the same. I could see it happening. I could see it happening for a little bit,
Okay.
and then they just like become more friends, and then she gets with Scott Summers, and your normal stuff.
By the way, speaking of X-Men, I finally took the leap with X-Men 97.
Oh yeah.
It's really weird to see like Wolverine not be the team leader, like no doubtedly. Like Scott Summers, it's him. And it's like without any question.
That's what the X-Men's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
I know, it's just weird. For someone who's never consumed anything outside of the X-Men movies. I'm not saying Wolverine is an afterthought, but Wolverine is definitely like not a like dramatically driven character like he is in the movies. Yeah, so that was interesting. And just was different. It caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that. As someone who, again, has never consumed any X-Men stuff outside of
the
X-Men movies. Next up. Oh, no, I lied. My hottest take, aka my Ethan's girlfriend describing the Odyssey as the It's Not Benchwarmers Award for hottest take. All right, I'll say it. This is the second best Marvel movie ever made. And I think I'm willing to discuss it, but I think it's the second best. I think. My list is Infinity War because it's the only answer for number one. Is he alive?
Okay. That's an interesting way to get your camera back.
Huh. Hold on, I'll get it. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, we're back, baby. Infinity War is number one because it's the only answer. And then I think number two is Winter Soldier. Actually, that's what I have. I think this is better than Winter Soldier. Because it strikes just a few more chords that get you going.
Interesting.
Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm willing to discuss it. I can't. I don't think it's like at worst it's neck and neck with Endgame. But the thing is I think there's a like Infinity War, and then there's a gap, and then there's Winter Soldier, and then I think there's a gap to Endgame. And I think
I'm not gonna be mad. You on rewatch? Like I said, I'm probably gonna move it up higher anyways. But I've only seen it once, so
okay. That's fair. All right, home stretch. As Blake's camera whores out again. Picking nits. Gene actually kind of killed people in this movie, like legitimately murdered people.
Mm-hmm.
like she took over the old guy and then like walked into traffic.
Mhm. She
The damage
shot a
control
bunch of
thing.
people.
Yes, she shot people. It's hard to just kind of. It is the blatant weak point of the movie.
Why is it the blatant weak point of the
Deadpool
movie?
walks around and kills people.
Yeah,
Because
they put
like
Punisher in the movie. His whole thing
Punisher
is kill
walks
people.
around-
He literally was trying
He's
to
been
shoot
killing
her in
people
the
for
head the
months.
whole entire movie.
but are they killing innocent bystanders?
Yeah, Punisher
then.
is
He literally tried to shoot a grenade launcher in the middle of a crowded street. You don't think that's going to kill a bystander, Joe?
Okay, but his intentions.
to kill people.
Shut up, Ethan. All right. I mean, he does. I'm kind of all right. There was about a 30-second moment in life where I actually thought they were going to kill Tom Holland Spider-Man. But them recreating the Punisher carrying Spider-Man into the hospital thing from the comics was top tier.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that the camera was so far back. I wish the camera was closer up when they did it.
Yeah.
That's
But
fair.
still really cool. Do you guys have any nitpicks?
Mine's just like the technology stuff.
That was a good
That's
That
fair.
is a good nitpick.
Mine is, why 33 feet? Like, what's so special about 33 feet?
Oh, you know what, dude? I saw a video on it.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm gonna see if I can find it.
I'm like,
No. It's actually genius. Oh my god. Give me a moment. I'm gonna try. Find it.
Did he mute himself?
I don't know what it is.
Yes.
Oh, he's back.
I muted myself.
No, you're good. We hear you.
All right.
Oh, dude. I might not be able to find this video, but when I find it, I will send it to you guys. But I saw someone break it down, and it's fucking wild. It actually makes so much sense.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Any other nitpicks?
Why didn't they fully commit to like Man Spider or anything like that? Like, it's weird that it only lasted like a little bit of the movie and then he got it under control that fast. Like, really weird, especially since he spent most of the time trying to suppress it.
It was like his arc, bro. It was his arc.
Yeah, but the fact that he got it under control that fast is kind of weird. Like, do we think it's the last time that it happens? Like, completely? Or do we think that he's going to deal with it later on? Like,
It'll probably be his version of, like, Tony Stark having to fix the arc reactor in every Iron Man movie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Blake. What do you think? Do you think that's a good off-the-top comparison?
Un momento, the little boy has arisen.
Uh-oh. All right, no more picking nits. Moving on. Too long, too short, or just right. I thought the movie length was fine.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think it needed to be any longer or any shorter, really.
Okay. The category I've been waiting to talk about the most tonight, the Fred VanVleet Award for Best Heat Check. There's one answer, and there's one answer only. Blake.
Me and Joe have already been over it.
Talk about it. Tell the people who can't really see you because you're frozen.
Yelena.
By a mile.
By a country mile.
Laps the field.
No, timeout.
Oh, here we go.
Hard timeout. Hard timeout. We literally have talked about the scene more times than any other scene in the movie, and you're not saying it's fucking Aunt May. Are you kidding me?
She's a fantastic.
Are you absolutely kidding me?
No, I get that. But she's gotten so many awards already. I'm spreading the love a little bit.
No. I'm sorry. Yelena was great. Black Widow was awesome.
Is Aunt May naked in a hot tub
Aunt
talking about
May.
the size of potatoes, bro?
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's the best with the most or with the least amount of time. Aunt May had way less time and did way more emotionally and anything else and changed the arc of 2 separate characters in a span of 3 minutes.
I hate when you're right, but you're also boring. Blake, tell us why Yelena kills it.
Again, it's just the. I think it's a little different scene setting, obviously, from what you see with. What is so funny? What's so funny?
We know
because
why she
you're
kills.
both of,
We know why
because
she
both
kills
of
it.
your
You're
guys' points
frozen,
is,
so you
oh,
can get
she's
away
hot.
with like not having to sell your face on this.
Just just the different setting, the different type of vibe in the scene. Like this was clearly a more comedic scene. Like Peter, like his feet float to the top of the water and his tootsies are poking out.
But
Like,
how does that make her? How does that make her the best?
it's the
Because
scene
she's in
in
the hot
general
tub
because she's
naked.
in the hot tub
And
doing
also,
it.
okay, I have an unanswerable question to tie to this. Is that how dirty is that water to where you can't see her under the water? Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Like that water is so cloudy. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Listen. Also, another way you can tell that Peter Parker not with the white girls. Just Yelena just in a hot tub talking about the size of potatoes. None of the clothes on, and he's just like, this is cool. I'm gonna rock this mask still. But hey,
Yeah,
shout out to Tom Holland.
she
Shout
does
out to Peter
deliver
Parker.
like one of my. She does deliver one of my favorite lines in the movie.
Which is
You're not completely anonymous anymore. I've seen your belly button.
that is a good one. And the way she taught her Russian accent too is fantastic.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so great. But yes, Aunt May, fine, Ethan, you dickhead. Any other unanswerable questions? Or any other Fred Van Vliet category? I mean, no, we already went over that. Any
Why?
unanswerable questions? Huh?
Why can't we actually get a full blown Hulk rampage?
I mean, it
We
was
didn't.
about.
Yeah, why is he
Yeah.
going into like why is he being held in a trauma center or whatever?
The fact that he
Or
was
a
that
psych
easily
ward.
contained again is crazy. He hasn't been out like that in a long time, and the fact that Peter Parker saying, "Oh, I'm your friend, Peter," and all of a sudden he just gives up. Wild.
No, Banner's figuring it out, but also it was nice
I think
to see
it's.
Hulk be like,
I think
"No."
it's more. I don't think it's a Marvel thing.
What do
you
you
got
mean?
Marvel doesn't have the rights to the Hulk, so they can only use them in bits and pieces that they get approved of. So, and they have to go over with it. And if Universal doesn't want to use them in that way, then they can't use them in that way.
I didn't even know that was a thing still.
Mm-hmm.
Considering the Hulk's been in so many movies now.
Yep. No, they don't own the rights to them.
Tough. Any other unanswerable questions?
Why does he have $3.7 million worth of technology? Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Because he's a genius.
I guess he just has. Yeah.
He raided the ship that him and Happy were on.
You also don't know what he's been doing for the last 4
Exactly.
years, like outside of being Spider-Man.
Could have robbed a bank for all we know. Maybe some of that. Maybe Aunt May had a sick inheritance.
I mean,
That
both of his.
didn't get.
Okay, here's the thing. Both of his parents were also very rich doctors who died. Aunt May was his legal guardian. He was not 18 yet. He turned 18. He probably is a trust fund baby. I get
Maybe.
he's poor, but
We don't know. They could have told me that. An unanswerable question. We don't know. We don't know.
Also, but but he also would not have access to the trust fund because Peter Parker does not exist.
Already a better again. Already had the money hit his account. Like the bank account is not spell proof. Just saying.
True.
Next. Apex Mountain. Yes, Apex Mountain. Jean Grey in movies? Movie adaptation
Yeah.
Jean Grey?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I said montages.
Montages are sick.
I also said mind control in movies.
Also good.
And then I had torture in superhero movies.
Love it.
Because this movie has quite a bit of torture in it.
Air conditioning parts, labels.
And then my last one, my last Apex Mountain that I had was bathhouses as offices.
That's great. That's a good one. I had potatoes used as level of importance. Blake, did you have any Apex Mountains?
Nope, I just enjoy you guys doing it.
Yeah. Ethan has figured out how to do the Apex Mountain. Good for you, E.
Good for you, E. I'll sit that category out.
I have a serious one here. The Spider-Man universe. This is the Apex Mountain for the Spider-Man universe. We got a billion call. Like Spider-Man has never thrived more than right now. Video games rip.
Fair.
When they drop them, the movies are sick. They're gonna eventually drop another Spider-Verse movie. The animated versions are sick. Everything works. We don't have to have this category here, considering they're both now technically in the MCU. But fuck it, Gosling or Reynolds.
I want Deadpool.
I put we need a Deadpool Spider-Man interaction.
Exactly. Like I would have rather had Deadpool and Spider-Man than Punisher and Spider-Man. The Punisher Spider-Man dynamic in this is amazing. Don't get me wrong.
So good. We did not give Bernthal credit enough for how good he was in this.
I have been wanting Deadpool and Spider-Man for so goddamn long.
Hot take, we'll never get it.
No, that's already... I thought it was one of the movies that was announced. Or one of the plans.
Maybe. I haven't seen anything.
Why do you think we're not going to get it? They have the rights to X-Men now.
Yeah, I know. I don't think Ryan Reynolds has much Deadpool left in him. And where are you going to fit him in a Spider-Man movie?
You figure it out, I guess. I don't know. That's the thing is, how do we actually get that? I mean, do you think you're the one out of the three of us that you think Deadpool's going to be in Doomsday?
I do think Deadpool's going to be in Doomsday, but I also think he's going to die. Just like I think Tobey Maguire is going to die. I think Hugh Jackman's going to die. I think everybody's going to die.
Deadpool can't really die.
Well, there's ways to kill him.
Yeah, but then he'll just go and fuck death and come back to life.
Is there another version of Is there another character that could play Deadpool?
No.
Another person that could play Deadpool?
Exactly,
God, no.
That's what I mean.
Ooh. I'm trying to think.
No.
That would be one where I would need to think about it for a while.
All right. Blake's Letterboxd review.
5.
5 stars?
Yup.
Did you leave a comment? Did you leave a note?
Yeah, I think this is the first time we've seen who Spider-Man truly is as a superhero. Street level, internal, external battles with himself, with others. You get your perfect mix of Peter Parker and Spider-Man all in one movie, emotional roller coaster ride, and I think it's the best live action Spider-Man that we've ever gotten.
All great takes. Real rating out of 10. This is a 10 for me. 10 out of 10.
10.
I gave it a 9.5. I think there's some things that could be fixed, and like I don't think it was a perfect movie. So like I don't want to give it a 10. It's a very, very, very good movie, and like I left the movie theater. Joe can attest to this, and I was basically chanting that the MCU is back.
I think
Yeah,
they've
for all
been
those
back
people who
since
think it's
Fantastic Four, but-
for all those MCU dead guys that were out there, ain't looking too hot.
Yeah, dead franchise, bro.
This movie's about to make $3 billion.
It is good. Hashtag the good stuff. We are out here. We are living good, boys. We're living good again. That is for sure. Movie MVP.
Come on now. Tom Holland. Of
You don't think
course.
we're not gonna give it to Ned?
No.
I said Jean Grey. In all honesty,
Well, that's because you're a hipster.
no, I said I had two answers. Like I said, City Sink, or like Blake said, what his prediction was. It lived up. Like his prediction in the review was this Punisher and Spider-Man like relationship lived up to the hype. Like think that's a good MVP. Like their relationship, and how it built throughout the movie was.
Yeah, sorry,
was
go back to
top-notch.
unanswerable questions. What the hell did Punisher need saving from? Why do I not
Yeah.
get to see that?
Yeah, why was that not part of the
Oh.
montage?
I don't know. I think it's good when they just leave you.
Because it's kind of because I know he mentioned it. It's kind of like when Black Widow and Hawkeye and OG Avengers was talking about the
Reminds you of Budapest.
Budapest, yeah.
Budapest.
So like
Yeah.
I get it, but like I don't know.
You and I remember Budapest very differently. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a callback that I really liked because they were clearly doing the same thing. Because
Yeah.
he said
like
he said the
on
same line. He
Staten
goes, "We remember it very differently," and I was just like,
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, but that one time in Staten Island, you always bring up Staten Island. Yeah, that's fair.
I
But
wanna know what
mine's,
happened.
mine's Tom. It's easy and obvious, but it's Tom. I think this is his best. This is Tom Holland's magnum opus.
Yup.
So we did it, guys. We went over 90 minutes, but it's fine. We're all tired.
Yeah.
Thank you all for hanging out with us. We really appreciate you. This might have been my favorite one we've done so far.
Yeah.
This was great. Next week, I think we're going to be back with a D23 review. If anything expungent comes out of D23. Marvel, don't be pussies and drop the second Doomsday trailer that you dropped at Comic-Con.
I have a prediction for that, by the way.
What's that?
I think early Friday morning
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get a Doomsday trailer, and late Friday evening we get our first Vision Quest trailer after D23.
You think just because, or do you think they're actually going to be oddly linked in some way, shape, or form?
I think Vision Quest is going to be very important to Doomsday, but I also think Vision Quest comes out in 2 months, and we haven't had a trailer yet.
They'll probably drop something for it.
And they're going to announce the cast of X-Men, so like why not, drop the other Doomsday trailer or before it gets leaked because people just
What if they don't even have X-Men like fully cast yet?
They do.
There's rumors people think that they're going to drop an X-Men movie before Secret Wars.
That would be crazy.
It would be nuts. I don't think that's going to happen. I think
No.
I think the first movie after Secret Wars is X-Men, but it shouldn't be between.
The only thing that I could see going in between them is Doctor Strange 3, but we still have never had an announcement or anything on it, which they could announce it on Friday, so.
Oh, like in between them?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think there should be a movie between them. It makes no sense if there's a movie in between them. It's like there was no movie between Infinity War and Endgame. Other than Quantumania, but they technically made it to where Quantumania happened right when Infinity War was kind of happening. So, potatoes or whatever. All right. For Blake and Ethan, Blake will be half frozen next time instead of fully frozen. If anything monumental happens at D23, when they drop the second Doomsday trailer, we'll be back here to react to it this weekend. Marvel, we're pocket watching you. Drop it, you frauds. I'm just kidding. You're not frauds. We're back, baby. This has been a brand new day. Like the video when you like that because you like the video. Subscribe that because you really like it. Tell a friend that we're back. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're back.
See ya.
We're out. We're out, y'all.